A man can hope, dream even, and sometimes his dreams come true. From a rather young age, Mr. Antonio was already exposed to eccentric places. His parents loved to travel all around historical Europe and took him every chance they got. This led to Antonio his early interest in history, but especially in castles and palaces. He prolonged to live in such a building so much that he devoted a lifetime of earnings and craftsmanship to it. Every single moment of free time he got, he would devote to the construction of his master plan, a self-built castle. During this period, he also met his wife Céu, who was surprisingly in on the project and even helped him with the construction and decorations. Céu and Antonio got married and they also had 2 boys and a girl. At a certain point, they even became a bit famous for their efforts of building such a place. And with it, they also started to give tours throughout their masterpiece. It was never really finished. Until the last day they lived there, they were still changing things and reconstructing sections of the castle. After Antonio and Céu passed away, the children tried to sell the property, but nobody was interested in buying it, so it was left to wither with time. Let us take you today inside the walls of their self-made castle and show you their dream.
Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I am Leslie and behind the camera, like usual, Mr. Danny.
Hello everyone.
I got my 18th century outfit again on, and that means that we are gonna film something historical, something out of this world, something eccentric. But this time it's gonna be a little bit different than usual. This is not a place of a noble person, this is not a place of somebody that was extremely rich. No, this was a place of Mr. Antonio, who just loved history and castles, and he designed literally his entire place to resemble an historical castle. But it's completely fake. It's a castle, but it's completely fake. I don't know if we even should call it castle, but we're gonna call it a castle.
Yeah.
I had that debate with Danny, but you're gonna see it on the inside. It's very eccentric. It's
Out
something
of this
else.
world.
It's
Yeah.
something else. And we keep finding interesting and cool things about this place and the history and everything around it. First off, look at this. These are already pieces of the inside of, look, Danny, if you look closely, this is all pieces of furniture that Mr. Antonio built over his life. You can see the beams of furniture over here. It's absolutely insane. Okay. Look at the side of the building here. Jeez, it even represents a tinted glass window over there. And I think maybe he displayed a buste or a statue up there back in the time. The vines growing up there. And this is our entrance way into his abandoned and decaying castle. Ooh. Watch out, because it's not safe walking on here. Jeez, I don't know what happened in this room, but it has completely fallen apart. And that's true for a lot of parts of this castle. One thing I want to show you before you come any further, there above the door we have already a display piece, I would say, with H and L carved into it. And we believe the H and L is a representation of his favorite castle in the world, Neuschwanstein, on the border between Austria and Germany, where his parents took him when he was still very young, and he got the inspiration of this place from Neuschwanstein. Get ready, because we are gonna enter inside his forgotten and abandoned place. absolutely fascinating. When I first saw pictures of this abandoned castle, it reminded me of a Spanish castle. I was so excited to see it. I was thinking of a grand castle from the outside, not of this. All the pieces of furniture that you're going to see inside of this place, me and Danny believe that he completely made them themselves. We know that he made pieces himself, but we believe that almost all the pieces inside of the castle have been made by Mr. Antonio.
Yeah.
You can see it from the craftsmanship on there.
Yeah, you can see it like nothing belongs to nothing.
No.
Very handmade, everything.
A little bit of a poor quality, I would say, but for
It's
doing it
handmade.
himself,
Yeah.
I gotta give him credit for sure. I love, however, these carpets, these drapes, as you can call them, that are hanging here, beautifully designed, and they are authentic, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's like a literal feature of a Spanish castle, I would say, or a Spanish palace that I know of. I don't know if you ever explored in a Spanish palace before.
No, but this doesn't look Spanish. I'm sorry.
No
but
worries.
This
You can
this
contradict
this this more of Portuguese curtains. We normally put this in higher places, like in palaces. You always see this in Portugal. Higher curtains.
That's wonderful. Now we have the see-through here. He completely made this out of concrete, painted this himself, and made a see-through area to the next room. Above there, again, some pillars, some carvings. And this again looks like, no, this is not Austrian. This looks a little bit Russian, the lady on here. Wow. And then to this side, a wonderful mirror. Sitting bench. Look at the crest that he made inside of here. It's probably a made-up crest, something that's not that he came up with it himself. See the birds up there. It's absolutely wonderful. And here's the age again. And I'm gonna warn you, we're gonna see the age a lot throughout this place, like literally everywhere. Wow. Crest. Beautiful faces up there. Probably lit some candles here in the middle. And then you could get that real feeling of being a royal in his own castle, between brackets. And then we can go further into this room that connects to the other room. And Antonio built this over the years. He started this when he got this job in the township and built this over many years himself. And when he was finally done, he also invited a lot of people to come inside of this place. And I was just looking throughout the place and I found this letter. And this is a letter directed to him and his wife, Antonio and Sue. And it's of English people that thanked them for Julian and Lina. Julian and Lina thanked them for their visit to this magical place they write in this letter. And it's absolutely fascinating. Antonio was so proud of this place he built. He wanted to share it with the world and he let everybody see it who wanted to see it. Look at the ceiling, Danny. They look like shutters or something like that he just literally plastered on there.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to cover up something.
And this looks
Just
so
doors.
handmade.
Yeah.
And then over here, we have this couple of mirrors over there, display piece, and some plates and cups. A couple of drinks left behind. Scotch whiskey. What do we have over here? That's something German or Austrian. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Pots, probably. He made some food back in the day to give maybe to the guests or something.
As Portuguese people, we always save jars.
Yeah,
Always.
exactly. You do, however, you don't see this in many countries, but in France and Belgium I also see it. And my parents also used to do it a lot and still do it to this day. They make food inside of jars. Okay. Look at this wonderful piece that we have over here. Absolutely love it. The carvings up there. It's unfathomable to think that Mr. Antonio made all of this himself. I think he might have also salvaged some pieces and made something unique out of there himself. That seems like a reasonable thought. In this.
Yeah, you can see like pieces like this don't fit with the
Absolutely
top.
not. The marble top and then this strange face carved into there.
Very artistic, I must say.
Absolutely, yeah. I love what he made
For
up there.
example, this is an art piece.
Yeah, it definitely is. Wow. This was definitely a man with a lot of spare time on his hand. Let me show you into what I believe was the dining room or maybe even the ballroom of the place. Look over here on the floor, Danny, behind you. Lily painted a harp into there. Wow.
Oh.
So I can still imagine him playing over here, the guests coming along. Maybe.
Ballroom, music room.
Yeah, absolutely something like that. Wow. All the walls are completely red, plastered with beautiful antiques. Look at this tapestry over here that we have of these pheasants hanging from a rope, freshly hunted. And this is also something typical Portuguese, I would say. Not really, right?
Not really.
Maybe something of his own creation again.
Yeah.
This drape over here, again, definitely is then.
Yeah. Oh, up there.
Oh,
That's
molding,
really Portuguese. The
gold.
flowers and the golden.
Oh, I love it. But you can also see already that this room is deteriorating, falling apart. His creation, his masterpiece is literally gone. He had a couple of children. I know that he had one girl, and we believe he also had 2 boys. But why they don't care about this, I think it's very difficult to sell something like this for sure. And maybe they don't care about the creation that their father made. Again, beautiful chateau. If I'm right, this is the chateau with the most chimneys in the world, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I visited this one. My father is also crazy about castles. You see where I got it from, right? And then you have this throughput here that goes into the next section of this room. And I think that might have been then the place for dining or something else. Wow. I love how this room is designed. There's a beautiful atmosphere. These shutters are open. It must have been wonderful. I think there used to be a fireplace in the corner there.
I'm not sure because there's a fireplace on that side.
Oh, really? Oh, I literally skipped over it.
You didn't saw it?
Oh my God. Let's quickly go back to there because, oh my God.
I thought you saw it.
That's a crazy looking fireplace.
Yeah.
Bright, vibrant colors, blue and yellow, and even some green in there, or gold if I'm right.
Yeah, it's greenish.
Wow.
And again, the H.
The H, the H,
L.
and the L. We have not figured out where the L stands for. Have you?
I don't know. Nope.
No.
I have no idea.
The L is like a mystery to us. Wow. And then from this room, we can walk straight.
Can I just point another thing on this room because I
Absolutely.
love it? The ceiling, the wooden ceiling,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
carvings.
Absolutely.
It's
I think back at the time they would also hang a grand chandelier from here.
oh,
That
yeah.
is gone.
Oh,
right
you
now.
see
There's a hook.
your hook. Yeah.
Wow. And man, I'm gonna say that this is one of the craziest abandoned places that I've ever visited before. Like the way this man put his heart and soul inside his living space. That's what I'm always talking about when I'm visiting abandoned places. Like a house is not just a house. A house is a place where people lived and built stories. And you can definitely see it, that this man just poured his life into this place. And it's fascinating to see. Concrete wall, he completed, painted that, even put the H's inside of the windowsill over here. Before we go further to that side, let's come over here quickly. Because he also had this sort of patio area or conservatory, you could also call it, where you could sit and just enjoy yourself, let a little bit of sunshine come in. I love the piece that he has over here with the crest up there.
Oh,
And
Portugal
a
crest.
little crown. Is that the crest from Portugal?
Yeah. Wow. 7 castles, 5 quinas. Yep, that's it.
Beautiful. See the little deer head up there? Completely covered in spider webs from the day that the mister lived here. But we have found paperwork inside of this place depicting that somebody lived here until 2019, which seems very, very unreasonable to me.
To be honest, I don't know.
No.
I doubt it. There's too
neither.
much destruction and spider webs.
Definitely like a couple of decades abandoned. Jeez. A chest. Even the chests are made by him, as you can see. The H's are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Not much inside of here. This is very heavy. Whoa. Oh yeah, and then behind here, something interesting over to this side? Don't think so. And then behind here, you come straight into the kitchen of the household, where the meals would be cooked and the bellies would be filled. Love the exhauster in here, completely tiled.
Yeah.
Definitely very Portuguese, as you can see.
Yeah, kitchens and bathrooms in Portugal.
You can definitely
Always
distinguish them from
tiled.
every single country in the world. Even still some plates left behind here.
Wow, okay, this is not Portuguese. This is more of Italian. Like Italians put the wash dishes like this, so
Yeah.
they can dry off on top of the sink.
I believe I've seen it a couple of times
Yeah.
before, yeah.
But it's an Italy thing, not a Portuguese one.
Look at this cabinet that we have over here.
The H again.
A.E. Antonio?
No. That's the A-E-Y-U. It's the vowels.
The vowels?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but
They are there, the 5 ones. I don't
yeah,
know.
the 5 ones are there.
But yeah, you were saying that this is.
It's sort of a cabinet, but I was looking and it doesn't open up on any side. Like I don't see a hinge or anything. It's just a fake cabinet, I think. Even these are fake. See, because there's concrete behind here. You literally made fake drawers in this kitchen. What?
For what?
I have no clue. A lot of things inside of this house are completely fake. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna take you all to the next room of this place. There we are again, in the hallway of the place. What a wonderful walk-through area. And here are also still a couple of things left behind, as you can see. Here we can see the bags of the Lady of Sue. Am I pronouncing that right, Danny? Sue?
Céu.
Céu. Portuguese is still very, very difficult for me. Look at this one as well. This I can pronounce though, because this sounds like Dutch. We would pronounce it as schiller, but I think it's actually Austrian or German, and then you would say schiller. Sorry, I'm pronouncing this wrong probably, but wonderful depiction of a noble person from that place on earth. Place on earth. Wonderful child down here as well. Okay. Then we can go further through the hallway. And this one also really catches my attention. This looks like there's just two feet, or two legs of a chair.
Sure. Yeah.
Really cut in two over here and put into here. Doesn't it look like that?
Yeah, for sure.
And even the H up there, carved out like lily. I'm just gonna say it again, the H is everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah,
Around
if
this
you
house.
keep looking on this video, in every corner.
We have
there's
just
an
been
H.
through this hallway, but we can see it literally everywhere. A-E-I-O-U.
The vowels.
Same thing, the vowels. You're right, you might be right, yeah. And then we come
Can
here. Of course.
Just to point out quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Same
and
on the other
on
side.
this door.
And then
Everywhere.
not up here. No, not up there. Oh, yeah, we got another
Oh
one.
yeah.
I love how they made this as well. Wow. It's like the handle of the door. Jeez. And he loved the colors of blue and yellow, and also a little bit of red in there. We will come back to the hallway in a little bit, but first, here's the first bedroom of the place. It's already a beautiful piece. I don't think this is the master bedroom because there's one upstairs that's even more extravagant than this one, but this bedroom is already a wonderful piece. But what's interesting, Danny, is you can see, this is the original frame of the bed, and this is what he put onto there. With this sort of pillar, he bolted on here, you can see the screws, no, he bolted it in there. Jeez.
Wow.
This one's still made. Pillow at the end. Carvings in there. Wonderful. And here we can see the same crest coming back as we already saw before. So he might have made his own weapon crest, or He was noble.
Or
But I
maybe
don't-
it's the weapon crest of the castle.
Of this castle.
No, the castle in Austria.
Neuschwanstein.
Yeah, the German castle. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry.
No, it could be true. Exactly. Piece of furniture here to the side. Again, some depictions. I can see the Notre Dame in there. Unfortunately, the spire doesn't exist anymore nowadays. Oh, it was really sad for me. I was cycling through Paris a month ago and I came past the Notre Dame and the spire was gone, and then I literally can cry. It's such a beautiful piece of history gone. But they're rebuilding it. Again, the colors, the fireplace, it's the same as in the ballroom. Wonderful. A mirror above there. And then look at this cabinet.
Portuguese wardrobes. Always huge.
Absolutely. So extravagant, so huge. Again, see the same crest coming back.
Yep.
And here as well. Wow. And up there, this beautiful woodwork. Typically Portuguese. I love that you guys always put these very thick pillars in there.
Yeah.
Wow. Wonderful piece. But then this sofa standing here in front of the bed is completely out of place in this room.
It doesn't match
Jeez.
at all.
I don't understand why he did that. It's like on the one side it's such a beautiful house, on the other side it's such an ugly house. Follow me back now, because now it's time to take a peek in the basement of the house, down this wonderful spiral staircase. Before we do that, then have a look to the left side of you. Oostenrijk. He was literally fascinated by Austria and Germany and their design and architecture. And I also love that he kept Portugal in mind while doing so. This is very typical paintings from the country of Portugal. Flowers. You guys, you are flourishing.
Yeah.
You love your flowers, so.
Exactly.
Let's go down. It's a pretty awesome stairway, I must say.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I think he painted it as well.
Probably.
Mirror here, even more. These flower paintings. Left over here. Is that the palace in St. Petersburg? It says Tsar on there. Wow. We already saw that Russian girl in the one room, so another Russian piece coming back. He was maybe also fascinated by Russian architecture. Wow. And I think at one point, looking at the basement, it might have also been used as some sort of a living quarters, but later been converted. What was it? Let's see in this room first.
So many ages.
Like you're literally surrounded by it. Jeez.
You have to see it.
This seems like it was at one point some sort of a library, studying room.
Yeah.
All the shelves might have been filled with books, but now it's nothing anymore. See, there are a couple of books left behind over there to the side. We have an accountancy desk left over here. Still a lot of things in here. Christmas cards or wish cards, as you can see. Let's see if there's something written on them. This is for Noel, for Christmas, right?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Sorry,
not
that's
Portuguese.
that's not
Doesn't matter.
Portuguese. Wow,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
Christmas cards.
A hat of Antonio left here. I think this is a handmade hat.
Bandeira. Yeah. Oh, it's Portuguese. Wow, and it's official. Wow.
Even has a little stamp in there and everything.
Yeah. Wow.
Amazing. Definitely, Antonio was somebody who had some money. He didn't have like massive amounts of money to buy a real castle, but he had some money to build all of this and to pour his passion into this. Little hall tree and everything. Look at this corner over here. Jeez, it's so messy.
Messy, yeah.
Wow, the vase up there. And then his umbrella still left here. I think at one point this part of the house might have also been open, but he closed it for some reason later on. I don't know why. Watch out over here, Danny, because
Hole?
there is a massive hole in the ground. Okay. Here we can go to the end of the basement. And here we come into the real basement section. This was Antonio, his workspace. As you can see, there's lots and lots of furniture and pieces of furniture left over here over the years that he was working on this place. I think this was a life project. This took him his whole life and he kept on adding and changing things on the building. That's why he saved all of this that we see over here. Wow. Here we got another working room of his, completely filled.
Wow.
Look at that. He had everything to carve and make wood.
Drawers.
Little pieces of furniture are left here.
Legs.
Everything that you can imagine to construct what we see upstairs.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part about it. Wow. And even all the paint, probably all those buckets over there are filled with blue and yellow paint.
Oh yeah.
There's one more room in this basement. We have to show you. That's over here. Have a look at this. A grand wine cellar. And it looks like they're all authentic bottles. Oh no, here over here to the side, I see a lot of champagne bottles.
Champagne?
Yeah, these are champagne bottles, you see?
That is champagne bottle, yeah.
Champagne. And then over here, we got Portuguese
It's still
wine.
full.
Yeah, all still full.
Wow.
If you pop the cork, you can still drink it, I think. It's not gonna taste the best, but
Yeah.
it's amazing that all of that is still left here. So these kind of bottles up here, which is also wine, right?
Yeah. Porto wine.
Vino de Porto.
Yep, Porto wine.
Wow,
They are really old bottles.
absolutely. Also the jugs up there. All
And
the
the
jugs
jugs
down
down there.
here. I also really like is these two chandeliers just casually hanging here in the room. Jeez. This wooden one. This one might have been in the ballroom at one point. And then to this side, Annie, there are even more bottles. And these look very special. Look at them.
I think it's port.
Also port wine.
Yeah, from the.
Outlay of the bottle.
Yeah.
Wow. Absolutely insane. No, not even.
No.
Okay, let's go back upstairs. So to go to the upper floors of this place, we're not gonna take this stairway. I found a better one. Come over here, because this is Antonio, his patio. Here he would be sitting outside, enjoying the view, the surrounding area. And yeah, just in the summertime, this would have been a very lovely place to be in. Again, I really started realizing while going through this place that every single thing that we see in here has been either added on by him or completely made himself. Look at the colors and everything. This is metal even.
Really?
Yeah, this is not even wood.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. He was also a metal worker. The man of
Nice.
all markets home, we say in Dutch. Wonderful cathedral in Milan, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Milano. Yeah.
Ooh. Even a little chapel inside of his house. Wow.
That is beautiful.
So, Mr. Danny and everybody who's watching, we have come to this personal spiraling staircase leading up to the top floor. Looks like we're going into some sort of a little tower in the castle. Okay. Look in here. It's like a little bucket full of wine bottles, but on the walls are all H's.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Why?
Really is a good question.
Wow. Oh my god, you will not believe where we're coming through.
More H's.
See? Love this little window down here.
Yeah.
And, oh, jeez. Have to watch out that I don't rip my clothes.
Yeah. Small door.
Oh, very small doorway. And here's a little tower. You can see. So you can stand out there and look over the area. But you come at the upper balcony when you end up at the top of the house here. Wow. Look at that. He even constructed a complete tower inside of his house. Oh my god. Oops, a lot of glass on the ground. Watch out. Wow. It's actually a wonderful place to sit outside on the bench. Look at that. Okay.
I love this tower. I don't know why it feels out of place, but at the same time feels like it's on the right place. I don't know.
Though it's not been designed very properly, and you
Yeah.
can see it's completely grey. The concrete is exposed and it's not very beautiful.
Yeah,
but
most of the concrete on the house it's completely exposed.
that's a bit sad. But anyway,
Yeah, let's go.
it's beautiful. Don't want to attract too much attention outside here, but we can go back into the house through here. Oh, a lot of glass laying everywhere. He definitely, at his old day, was not yet finished with constructing this place. You can even see up here, he had to stud everything to keep it from falling down, because his construction work was not proper, I would say.
Yeah, you can see it was not the best. He was trying.
He was trying though, he had passion for it. And then, like you can see, we are at the top floor of Mr. Antonio, his castle. And you're looking at the view from that wonderful spiraling staircase that goes down. Wow, absolutely love it. And then we can go through the upper floors and see the bedrooms that are up here. This is already the first bedroom here at the top floor of this place. A wonderful heaven bed. As you can see, it has been falling apart over time, but one of the children used to sleep in this room. Antonio made these beautiful rooms for his children as well. The carvings in there. Wow. You really felt like a king if you were sleeping in this particular room. Wonderful closet to this side as
This
well.
closet is beautiful.
Yeah. I think it's locked. Yeah, it seems to be locked. Oh no, it's not. But all the clothes have been taken out. Not much of personal stuff is left behind in this place. That's actually sometimes a good thing, because it's always nice to go through the personal items of people, but those things should never be left behind in an abandoned building. Here, this room was completely empty, I believe. And here we have another room, a lovely patio. Let's go inside. The room itself is not much anymore. It's just a sofa. Probably this was a leisure room where you could sit and just relax a little bit. And then he constructed this sort of little terrace on this room as well. You can see he completely made it out of glass. Wow. Absolutely insane. I love his construction method. Look at this. Just some pieces of glass on top of the roof and then some brackets holding it in place. Insane. You can see all the bamboo down here. Wow. Okay. And now we can go to the most important room of this entire household. And that is Mr. Antonio, his own bedroom. And he literally spent not a single, I'm not gonna say a single cent, but he spent literally hours and hours and days and months crafting this room. Welcome inside the kingdom of Mr. Antonio. Here we slept together with his wife. What was the name again?
Céu.
Céu. Wow. This is literally a masterpiece. I love the bed. Actually a very small bed though. But that's typical for Portugal, right?
Yeah, we are small people.
Heaven-shaped bed. Drape over it. And this is how we figured out the age throughout the house. Wittelsbach, that's the name of the people that used to live in Neuschwanstein. And the H at the end represents that castle throughout the house. Wow. And here, inside of his bedroom, is his most beloved castle in the world, Neuschwanstein. I visited it now 2 times, and every single time my jaw drops when I visit that place. Danny, have you looked already at the ceiling of this place?
Yeah.
I think he had some black and yellow paint left behind it. Which just was, let's paint the ceiling. He even painted like little dragons on the walls over here. This is just exposed concrete. That he completely painted over.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird having a mishmash of everything, but
It's weird but beautiful.
yeah.
Exactly. You're 100% right. There to the right we see a picture of his daughter, as you can see. Wow. Porcelain cups left in here. Beautiful vanity as well. And then this piece here to the right. He made it to size of this room, and you can see the carvings are again all present throughout it.
Yeah, wow.
It's beautiful.
This up here, it's something.
This looks like it's a doorway. You see the handle over here?
Behind it? Yeah. Oh,
Oh my god. Yeah, I knew because there was another window on that side.
Oh.
Look at that. That was his private bathroom.
Oh, with a shower and everything.
Jesus Christ, holy coaches on the wall.
Oh, that's the Museum of Coaches in Portugal.
Oh, that's the one on this one, right?
Yeah, the old one, not the new one.
That's beautiful. Why haven't we visited that?
No time.
No time. Shower area and everything. Even his shampoo bottles are still left behind over here. Wow. Okay. Danny, one last time. His favorite castle in the world. Hanging here again. Neuschwanstein. Okay. Let's go to the last part of the house. There's one weird room in this house. If you look into this one over here, you have this small little doorway here to the right side.
Can you stand next to it just to see the size of the door?
See, I cannot even fit through it, my Dutch height. Oh, okay, I thought it was closed. Look at this. Oh, this connects through here. See the door?
Oh.
There's just, and then you have this doorway, but it also has a stairway. For some reason, you can go down it. Okay.
It's very small.
Ah, now I see. This ends up in the kitchen area. Okay, that's very logical. There's not a doorway to this side.
What is that? Oh my god.
Look at this!
This is so small.
This is a children's bedroom here. What? I cannot even stand upright in here.
I can see from your neck.
Oh my god. So a child used to sleep in this room.
You think he was a child, or you think...
Spider-Man.
Okay, but this kind of looks like the maids, because the kitchen is here.
Do you think these people would have maids?
I don't know.
Maybe
It's just a...
If they want to represent the castle, they definitely have maids.
Yeah.
Wow,
No idea.
that's crazy. Still made bed. Looks like somebody still sleeps here.
Okay, let me take you all to the attic right now. I'll show you the last part of the house. Here's the last staircase. Watch out, there's a little bit of glass on the stairway. Oh, we come into a storage area. Oh my. Look at this. All the pieces of furniture they didn't need anymore are stored up here. You can see the sink and everything. The traditional sink still here. You see there's a lot in Portugal though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very common.
Absolutely lovely. It's very hot up here.
Yeah, it's an attic. But there are beautiful antiques. Oh, like this one.
Look at that.
You know what is
Portuguese flag again, Portuguese crest again. Wow.
that? That's a really cool antique.
I love this train as well. The skull of a model train. Oh, this television underneath it. Jeez. And I've seen these chairs also a lot of coming back in Portugal. They're
These
very
chairs,
typical.
Yeah, it's typical, but it's when you're sick and you cannot move good. This is why they have these huge things for the hands and the layback. It's to treat people.
Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here we come onto the balcony, the second balcony of the place and the upper balcony. And I think everything we literally see on this house, all the concrete, Mr. Antonio added on later. And I think it used to be a manoir back in the day. That's my thought process. And then it was a big mansion and then he made it into a castle or something like that.
Probably.
There's even another tower up here. Absolutely wonderful. Have a look at that piece.
It looks like it was just put there.
Yeah.
Just to decor.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think he literally put everything himself up here. And the roof, the structure, remained the same. Danny, I'm honestly gonna say it. This was one of the craziest places that I've ever visited. Like literally, it's so bizarre, this house.
Bizarre,
like,
yeah.
Everything inside of here.
Yeah.
Antonio, you were a great man. You lived your passion, you lived your life, and you didn't care about what anybody else said. That's what I like. You were a great man, and I'm happy that I could document your story. Thank you all so much for watching this week's video. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe down there, and write me a nice comment. There's also a link in the description for Patreon. There you can support me and help me go around the world and document stories like these, which I really love. With that all said, thank you very much, and I will see you next week in another amazing episode. Bye-bye.